Still getting my stuff together. Still, you know, pulling it together from yesterday. It was a beautiful day. Spending time with my niece at the ice castle. I'm glad we got a chance to connect a little bit yesterday. Um, but yeah, the ride home was a little intense. And when it rains, it pours. That's the concept of today. When we start to struggle, it tends to get worse until we find our limit. And we take a breath and slow down, relax, and understand that we deserve to take a minute. Despite the raging storm around us, sometimes you just got to pause and start accepting what is in this moment, despite the struggle. And that's where I'm at today. I'm accepting the storm around me, despite the struggle. I'm okay with the struggle that'll produce true growth into the future. Hey, my lovelies. I think it's just me and you, my lovely, at the moment. At the moment, Miss Lady J. If you double tap that screen, your thumbs won't fall off there, Missus. You probably already did. I love your face. Just waking up this morning. I'm so glad to see you. We're talking about when it rains, it pours today. When it starts coming down. And the darkness starts creeping in, how quickly it continues to grow, despite how much we deserve not to be in that place. You don't deserve to be in the pain. They're going all right. A little bit of a struggle we're going to go over with today. We did go up to the Adirondacks last night, which was absolutely amazing. Ice Castle, so there'll be some videos to come of the Ice Castle. The way back was absolutely horrendous. GPS took me through the Adirondacks, all these little back roads that were unplowed with like 2 foot of snow, and I was white knuckling all the way back. Realized that my AAA was canceled just a week ago because I didn't pay it, and I got to pay it. So I'm driving through the Adirondacks, bugging out, white gloving it for about 2 hours, just kind of trying to get through and get home. Was the longest 2 hours of my life, I'll be honest with you. And then I go to pull, I get about 5 miles from home, and I'm pushing as hard down onto the gas as I possibly can, and I'm doing 20 miles an hour. So, how did the heater? Oh yeah, so we go over the heater thing too. It didn't work out so well there, Lady J. Uh, the kerosene for the diesel fuel froze up on us. So we got to figure out that issue, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Anyway, so I get about 5 miles away from home, and I'm doing about 20 miles an hour. And like, I've had this happen before on my way back from Orlando to where I was staying at the rest area in St. Pete. And again, the Dodge Avenger took me exactly where I needed to be, exactly when I needed to be there. It helped me. I slowly creeped home, and as soon as I pulled in the driveway, it died. And despite that 2 or 3 hours of like white knuckling through 2 foot of snow on top of it, now my car's dead. But I said to myself, slow down. I'm not even going to look at the engine. What I'm going to do is know that it's the alternator, or because little lightning bolt came on the dash, so it's something to do with power. So it was either the alternator or the belt that was kind of squealing, which I was assuming it was the belt. Checked it this morning, and one of the pulleys is like bent and turned in, and the belt is off. So that's our problem. A buddy of mine's actually going to pick and pull to get us the parts we need, and then. The Galactic Avenger will be resurrected once again. I'm telling you, this car never is going to die. It's never going to die. I need a belt here and there. We're going to need to do this, and that. Keep together with duct tape and love. But the Galactic Avenger is never going anywhere. How did the heater? Is the heater, Lady J? Like I said, we should have put kerosene in it because the diesel fuel gelled up on us. It was so cold. I got to get to that here soon and figure that out when it comes to the heater for the old camper car. Hello, all. Having a day that unpleasant. Wish everyone would hold much respect. I'll be here. Thank you. We appreciate you exposing that, brother. We weathered the burden together, W. You know that. Let me catch up on these. You, feel you, Weimer. We're here for you, Weimer. Good morning, says Rose. How are you, Scott and all? We're doing quite well. We're weathering the burden together this morning in a positive, beautiful way as we accept the world around us for what it is. Despite the struggle, actually because of the struggle sometimes, when we center ourselves and we find a sense of peace through the struggle, take a pause today when you're in that. When you roll up and don't be upset that your car's broken. Be grateful that the Galactic Avenger made it here and pulled into the driveway. There would have been a hell of a lot of shenanigans, especially without the AAA yesterday. So keep that in the moment, in the storm, in the moment. There's a silver lining. You're exactly where you need to be. We are soldiers, and soldiers do not go to hell. Damn straight, brother. I'm with you. Be a warrior or a caregiver out there today. Be a soldier. Take care of the ones around you in a true and compassionate way as a man or a woman, and love yourself and love your neighbor. There is no hell for anybody who takes care of another human being in a true and compassionate way. And we appreciate that, M. We're gonna call you M if you don't mind. I like I like that quote there about the soldiers, M. James, good sir. We're trying to get caught up on hello from Russia. AI, id, idzer, idder. We're gonna call you id. Welcome in, Ed. Misled Utopia. Yo, Misled Utopia, liked as he always does, because and his thumbs have not fallen off yet, have they, Misled Utopia? If you don't know who Misled Utopia is, you're picking up real good. You got to get to their YouTube channel and check out their tunes. Musical medicine at its finest, ladies and germs. Have yourself a cup of coffee. Slow down. Hey, Lady J, Misled Utopia, spreading love. Lady J says hello from Scotland. Of course, we know you're there. Welcome all. Please double tap that screen. Says W. Your thumbs won't fall off. Rose, we love your face. Thank you for all the hearts. Hey, James and Misled. Thank you guys for communicating today. Thank you for being a part of the solution. Thank you for weathering the burden despite the storm. It can be a struggle, right? And when one thing happens, it's another, right? And not only did I have to drive home 3 hours, white knuckling it, freaking out, I had to pull in the driveway and have it die. But we're in good shape. We got a friend here who's helping us out. He's at pick and pull right now, getting the little pulley, the bent thing that's bent. And I'm not a mechanic. And a new belt for me, and we're good to get the Galactic Avenger rolling here real soon. Good morning, Scott and crew. Great to see you. DYI, it's amazing to see you as always, brother. If you're out there enjoying the conversation, please join the conversation. We're weathering the burden together in any way that you know how. You don't have to say anything. Maybe send some hearts over there in the corner. Kind of break that. You start breaking the mold of communication, because that's what we do here. We communicate. We weather the burden together. IFV says, hello, Scott and Turtle Herd. Yes, all you got to do to be a member of the Turtle Herd is subscribe. And then we slow and steady, we weather the burden together. There's all my lovelies right there. There you are. I feel all the love coming from you, and I appreciate it. Enough said, ladies and gentlemen. Enough said. You do what you got to do, and show love in your way, whatever's comfortable. Rose, come to say hi, but I gotta go. Hope you guys have a great day or night. It's day, it's morning, and it's gonna be a beautiful day. Because again, Rose, we weather the burden. We weather the burden together. We give thanks for the circle of life in a appreciative, compassionate way. I'm actually looking forward to seeing one of my real brothers, Danny, in here in a moment. I just got off the phone with him. That was a true blessing that he called this morning. He was one of my father's best friends, and he's become a very close friend. And I look forward to having this conversation with him. Rose with all the hearts. Good to see you, Rose. Everybody's sending so much love. You guys are amazing. See what happens when you open your heart and you become part of something? It's really simple. You just say something. Say hello. Be here. Everybody who's here and communicating, fits in so perfectly in their own perfect way, despite where they are in the world, despite their struggles in life, despite the pain and anguish they might be going through. We weather the burden together here. That's something serious. It might sound hokey, right? I'm trying to sell something. What are you trying to tell, Traveling Scott? Hope and appreciation? What do you want from me? I says. Well, you know what? I don't want shit. I want you to find a way to heal and to grow. That's what I want. That's my intention. I want to share these tools that I was given through strength, or actually through struggle. That's the reality of it. You pray for strength. Guess what's coming? Obstacles. Thanks, Weimer. Hello, everybody's. Oh, the goat. James, you are the goat. Greatest of all times, brother. James, hello. I am so grateful for all our blessings. Lady J, I'm extremely grateful to have this community of love and hope and appreciation. I'm extremely grateful to be able to cultivate this understanding of respect for the struggle. When you're in the midst of the storm, think forward 40 years. You're laying there and you don't have the ability to move, and you look back at your life and you think, wow, man, that storm was powerful, but like I was living, I was alive in every single moment. of that storm. I was, the car breaking down and the white knuckle driving through the snow. Well, I made it, and I proved to myself that I could become something more despite the fear. Man, 2 foot of snow up in the Adirondacks, driving around on unplowed roads, man, is if you're not intimidated by that, and a little Dodge Avenger with I'd say new snow tires, they got the deals on. Yeah, how are you feeling, Rose? I'm fine, thanks for asking. How about you, Weimer? I hope you guys are all doing well, my beautiful lovelies. Like I said, today we're gonna embrace the storm as it comes. We're gonna slow down a little bit. It's what we're gonna do. I get a little excited from time to time, passionate and appreciative of what we got going on here to the point where I go a little too fast. It's time to slow down. Time to find a sense of purpose through respect and appreciation. Time to embrace the storm around you, because it will. When you're being tested by life, it rarely is one solid test. The test is rarely one incident. Most of the time, it is a series of events that'll push you to your limit, that'll expand your limit of what you can handle, and allow you to grow, give you that strength that you're praying to a God of your understanding for. It's nothing's easy, especially strength. Are you praying for strength? You understand what you're praying for. You're praying for the obstacles in this life to present themselves so that you can overcome them. That's strength. That's the only way we gather strength in this world, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters out there in YouTube land. It's the only way. If you found another way, it's a cheat. It's a hack. It might help you in the long term, but it's not true medication or reflection of growth. You can lift weights and become big through training and exercise and dedication. You can take certain supplements and things that aren't good or illegal for you, and you can build up and maintain that so much quicker. But it just goes away when you stop, right? Because you're not truly struggling. You're not truly earning this build, right? It's the same thing with our mental fortitude. Those of us who've been through struggle and who strive for something more, have weathered this burden, have trucked through the pain and the anguish of the storm to come, and keep pushing forward until they reach the other side. With faith, because Creator will take you exactly where you need to be. A God of your understanding is going to take you exactly where you need to be, brothers and sisters, without a doubt. Let's see, how is Rose? Fine, thank you, word. I'm all right, just getting through it again, trying to. Well, W, we're here for you. Let's just take a minute for W. He's one of our co-hosts, and he's an amazing human being who strives to take care of the world and strives to take care of himself. I know he struggles with taking care of himself first, as I do, because we're warriors and caregivers, right? And we're told that everybody else comes first. But W's learning to take care of himself, and I implore you to do the same. And whatever you're going through, W, we're in this together, and I know that feeling sucks, and I'm doing my best to try to get there and see you, brother. Like I said today, man, I have plenty of reasons to get up, right? I could be pissed off. I could, but the car made it here. I got a buddy that's helping me out because I let go. You got to let go of that river of life. You got to flow with it to truly be taken where you need to be. And I believe that 110%, without a doubt. Let go of the pain and struggle. Let go of you knowing exactly what to do next. Now, this only happened one other time to me. I was heading back from Orlando to my spot in Tampa where I park at the beach and stay at the pier. And, same thing happened. A little lightning bolt came on. I lost power, and I rolled right up to my little campsite there on the pier. And then instead of bugging out, I just got out, started picking up trash. And I met another fellow traveler who took me down to get my battery charged, which allowed me to get the alternator, to swap the alternator out. At the garage I was working at, this junkyard, Twisted Metal, if you're ever in Florida, has the best deal on parts. They pick the parts for you. It's not like here where you have to go and Inspire. Hey, Scott and Turtle Herd, it's good to see you. Inspire. Rose, Weimer, hoping you're best. We would sending love to each other is absolutely beautiful. You guys are amazing. It's such an easier to help others, people, than it is to help ourselves. Lady J, I believe that for a lot of us. I think that a lot of us that struggle in that way. I believe that a lot of our brothers and sisters struggle in the other way. And when we think about balance, right? We think about what we need to find balance in our heart. And a lot of times we can interact with human beings that are tilted the other way, that struggle to have empathy for other human beings. A lot of our brothers and sisters out there can take care of themselves and struggle the other way. I truly think enlightenment comes somewhere in the middle. When you're able to love yourself and others at an equal keel, and that's where the true medicine comes in. But it all depends on whether you have a hard time loving others. Then you might need to work on that. You have a hard time on loving yourself, as a lot of us here do. Then you might want to work on that. And I'm not here to make you do anything. You don't have to put the work in. You can keep making serious threats forever and stay in this pain and regret and anguish that you're stuck in. You can be stuck in the storm forever if you cower like the cow, or you can embrace it and push forward and know that there's strength on the other side of the storm. That's the decision you get to make today, and it's a beautiful one to make. Whichever decision you make, whatever the decision you can, is a learning experience. And know that if it's raining, it's going to pour. It's going to come down harder and harder and harder until the lesson is learned, or until you break. Learn the lesson, embrace the lesson and what's going on. I'm glad the car broke down yesterday. I'm glad that the heater didn't work. Because now we know we got to use kerosene. I got to heat up those lines. I know a little bit more about the heater unit for the car before I leave. I know that this problem, that's the belt, won't happen on the side of the road. I realize now that the AAA is up on my account, which really added to the tension last night driving through the Adirondacks. Oh my God. Every little cliff that I almost slid off of was freaking ridiculous. I like the Rand says, it's such a perfect day. I'm scared to be okay. Yes. Don't let that fear of being okay consume you. Now, here's the reality of things, is that when we're born to pain and struggle, and when that's all we're known, when our whiteboard that is our mind is filled as children is struggle, pain, anguish, repeat, struggle, pain, anguish, right? When we find someone that helps us break that cycle, whether it be God or a father figure or a mother figure, it can be scary. And I see a lot of people self-sabotaging. I've self-sabotaged. I know someone who I love deeply. I won't get into a whole nother situation, who's self-sabotaging her life right now, through actions, to kind of tap into that energy of negativity that she's so used to, and then surrounded by these beautiful things that somewhere deep down inside, that darkness, that whisper tells her she doesn't deserve, and she's destroying it. And there's nothing that I can do about it besides be there for the ones that we love. Um, it's very hard to help ourselves. Don't go to the gym yesterday. Okay, today need to heal my body a bit. My younger son's birthday today, and would let me see him. She wouldn't let you see him. That's a struggle. Weimer, thank you for opening up today. And it's okay to take a day off. I know you had this 100-day challenge or whatever you made, it's perfectly fine, brother. You make it one day longer next time, or just one day in general when you get back on your feet, man. Because emotional draining can take us to a place where we physically can't do things, man. You don't underestimate the emotional situation you're put in. This emotional storm that you're struggling to strive through, that isn't in this physical realm. Uh, you know, to not be able to be there for your boy on his birthday has got to be a painful and horrific feeling, brother. And I'm with you. And it's okay to take a day off, take care of you, right? I'm glad you're making that decision. Now, I've been thinking that for a while with you pushing so hard every single day, brother. But, I do that sometimes too. And we all, when we hit our limit, I'm glad that you found it. I'm glad you found your limit and you're taking a break. I'm glad that despite this emotional struggle you're going through, we can weather the burden together, brother. Glad you made it home, Scott. Yes, I'm glad I made it home too. Ren is an amazing artist. I love this work. I do too. Ren, yes, the quote that we just got up there that I already lost because I'm talking about other things. We got comments coming in, guys. I'm trying to keep up. If I haven't read your comment yet, I will read your comment. Just hang on. I'm okay. You're okay. Get out of self and enjoy the face that you woke up. Others don't. Others don't. That's just life. Thank you, Sally. Yeah, you're right. Get out there and do it. You're okay. I'm okay, right? despite the rain falling upon our face, despite the lightning bolts flashing in the distance, despite the struggle, despite the way that my car rolled in here last night and the 2 foot of snow I had to drive through the Adirondacks, despite all that stuff, I'm fine. Despite the panic and anxiety that came through driving through that shit. With half bald tires, and which is better than bald tires, and the fact that I didn't have any AAA. Like, yeah, but those things make us stronger, right? Yeah, Weimer says Sally, he will grow up and make a choice to see you. Yes, and it might happen way sooner than you think. I thought that I lost a young one out of my life, and his mother reached out recently, and said some things that healed this ability for me to be around out of the blue. She's willing to be his mother, not his friend anymore, and she's okay with me not being his friend. And that's something I had to walk away from the scenario with this young man, because I wasn't going to be his friend. That wasn't going to help him grow. That wasn't fulfilling the promise that I made to his brothers, or his father and uncle and grandfather, to take care of him. And it happens in its own time, brother. Sally, sorry, Weimer. We're here with you, Weimer. Cock offline. He's epic art. Feel that way sometimes. Please, IFV, put a reminder to that artist in one of my comments, please. We're gonna slow it down just a tad today. We're gonna slow it down right in this moment, just for a moment. Show appreciation and hope. We're gonna start our day off right the way we should have in the beginning of the day. As soon as I open my eyes, I thank you, Creator, God of my brothers and sisters' understanding, for putting in my path everything I need, for allowing me to be intelligent enough to understand that the struggle to come is to help me grow, to understand that I brought this upon myself through praying for strength and understanding, and that I will face these obstacles head on, because the strength on the other side is the gift that you're trying to give to me. I will walk through the open door that you've placed in front of me, despite the struggle to do so, knowing that it's the best thing for me, because not by being paralyzed and being stuck gets me nowhere. Thank you for the ability to move and walk and talk. I thank you to my brothers and sisters out there for opening their hearts today and finding a way through the struggle and pain. I thank you, Creator, for allowing me to be blessed with the love that's in this space right now, this safe space that's going to allow us to push on together, with harmony and love in our heart. I feel blessed in this moment and thankful to be here, and I thank Creator, and I suggest you do the same. The God of your understanding is waiting to hear from you. Just reach out. He's there. And it's not going to happen in an instant. You pray for anything, the doors will open, but you have to walk through those doors. And I implore you to gather the strength here to walk through those doors. Shame, Weimer. I will never understand how a parent can forbid a child from seeing the other parent. It's dumb. I don't. Here's the thing. Let's torture the child because I don't like the other parent, right? That's what it sounds like to me. And especially with someone like W, who's an amazing human being. Weimer, they don't have to have. You don't have to have a good relationship with the mother. The mother doesn't have to have a good relationship with you, right? Like. But you should be adult enough to know that having your father there is an essential part of growth. And anybody out there holding back their children because they're struggling with their significant other, you need to let that go. If this person, if he or she is not a real credible danger to this child, you need to put your personal opinions aside. And do what's right for the child. It is on us to care for the children in this world, and that means putting them first, before our emotional state, before what's good for us, right? He turned 2 today, and I'm gonna. Oh man, it's a big 2-0 or 2 today, huh? Oh, I'm sending love to your little buddy today. I'm sending love to you today, W. Feel like forever, but life is only for a moment, dear. Thank you, Sally. One of the big things that has been helping me lately is reflecting on the length of life. I had someone I love recently tell me they're never going to talk to me again because I did what was right for them. And I just shrugged it off for the first time in my life. I've had this threat thrown in my face since childhood. And for the first time, I was able to fully shrug it off because that threat, doesn't mean anything, in the long term thing, scheme of things. Everybody I've ever tried to be there for has come back and told me how much they appreciated it, no matter how much it hurt them in the moment to hear the truth or be part of the truth or to take the medicine that they needed to take, right? So it's way easier once I realize how long life is and how things change in the most dramatic ways quickly sometimes. Hold on to that understanding today and know that this too shall pass, the good, the bad, the indifferent. And if someone you love is saying they'll never talk to you because you did what was best for them, just hold on tight. It might be a while, but when they come back, I can almost guarantee you, if you truly did what was right for them, if you truly did from your heart for this person, you know, they're going to appreciate and respect that in the long run. Oh, you got this, W. We got your back, W. You do got this. My heart is with you. Everybody send a little bit of love to Weimer today in his struggle. Thank you. That's what we do here today, W. This is what we do, right? Thank you for being open and honest for the other men out there struggling, for the other women out there struggling, for your brothers and sisters who may be going through this struggle and allowing them to heal and grow through your open, honest communication. A little bit worn today, I'll be honest with you. I couldn't sleep last night once I got home, and it's just, but slow and steady, right? Nice and easy. We're going to get there together as a group. The turtle herd, ladies and gentlemen, weathering the burden together. And you do got this, W. We got you. We're with you. We love you. We care for you. And the world is our oyster. We just got to swallow a couple pearls here and there. I guess. I don't know if that makes any sense. I just kind of came up with that one. But I like it. And thank you guys for having each other's back out there today. Thank you for weathering the burden together, despite the storm that rages around you. Understanding that your brothers and sisters deserve that peace, respect, and appreciation just as much as you do. Understanding that through open, honest communication, you can find healing in this world. And I hope that we can help W find that healing. I know that him being an open, honest, real human being, will help him find that healing a lot sooner. Sup, Scott? You okay? Oh, no, I'm okay today, brother. A little worn down, a little bit of a struggle. If you watch the beginning of this live, you can see what the deal is with the day. But we're blessed, man. The Galactic Avenger barely rolled in the driveway last night. We made it up to an ice castle. Going to make some shorts today. Going to hang out around the house when my buddy goes and gets the pulley that needs to be replaced on the vehicle, and a new belt for me, which is a blessing. But yeah, I'm doing all right despite the struggle. When it rains, it pours, right? When one thing falls out of place, it seems like everything falls out of place all at once. Well, in those moments, we have to decide whether we're going to let it all fall apart or whether we're going to hold that shit together. Sometimes you got to let it all fall apart. It's time to start anew. A lot of times, it's time to hold that shit together and weather the storm until it passes, because it's dark and it's broken and you're lost, right? But as soon as the sun comes up, which it always does, things become so much clearer and the world changes when you're outside of that pain. When you stub your toe and all you can think of is that pain that you're in, when you're having an anxiety attack and that moment will last forever, when you're struggling with someone you love and their addiction and you don't know how to handle it, it feels like days go on forever because you're about to lose them and you don't know how to help them. Dial 988 today, ladies and gentlemen. 111 in the UK to help yourself figure out how to navigate this. The storm will rage. It'll rage before you in the darkest, deepest ways. And we must stand strong against the storm together. That's what we're doing here today. And I feel great to be a part of this, Tommy. Yeah, I hear you that, brother. I'm with you, brother. Tommy, one of our glorious benefactors here. And a valued member of the turtle herd for sure. My Lady J said my son's dad was horrible to me, but he always held open across to, or so. Wait. Oh, had always had open access to our son. My son deserves to know his father, regardless of my opinion, which I kept to myself. By the way, thank you, Lady J. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's strength, right? Despite how you felt, you didn't diminish this man that this child needed in his life. You didn't turn this man that should be a hero into a demon because you didn't like this man. That's an amazing thing. You should be proud of that. Any woman out there who could put her, and man, they can put their personal opinions aside to somebody and let their partner or let their ex-partner be a mother or father, despite what they think about them, because obviously things didn't work out, right? If you're not together. Yeah, you're a glorious human being for sharing that. You're so deeply appreciated. It's beyond explanation. Flow into the circle of life. Find love, hope, appreciation. Taking it slow and steady today as we weather the storm, right? This as this pain subsides from the struggle of yesterday, as maybe it's revving up, maybe the pain from yesterday is adding up into today and it's spiraling out of control for you. Well, you found this moment for a reason. You're here with us for a reason in this moment, to let go of that pain and that struggle, whether it be your pain that somebody handed you that you deserve and own, or whether it be somebody else's pain that either you've handed to them or someone else has handed to them. And we have to figure out a way to stop handing this boulder of pain around. We got to figure out a way to drop all the expectations in our life and be in this moment of the river of life as we flow through this beautiful creation that Creator has created for us. It's a beautiful world out there, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful world, it's a beautiful day, and it's a beautiful way to live. Gather strength and hope for the journey to come through our camaraderie here. Find a way to exist in a positive and loving way, outside of this understanding that you don't deserve to be loved because of this small broken child in your heart that is under this preconceived notion that it's all your fault. Well, guess what? It's not all your fault. The world's a crazy place. It's full of pain and anguish, and you you bunny fucker, you. It's full of pain and anguish, and little bunny's trying to snip holes in my hoodie because I won't pay attention to him this morning. But we get through this by weathering the burden together. We find absolution through the struggle, because there's growth there, because there's the ability to move forward with strength despite the pain we're in at any given moment. Thanks, man. We love you, Lady J. We thank you for sharing. Anybody out there struggling with anything at all, they want to share it. This is a safe place. No judgment. An open book to some tools that may help you navigate your struggle or someone you love, their struggle. Bunny is boss. Bun is the pain in the ass in ever. Where's he doing? He's over there lounging. You guys want to see him for a minute? We'll check out the bunny. You guys want to see this chunky little bunny over here lounging like a chunker? Look at him. That's what he does. He sticks his little fat chunky feet out like that. Talking smack about you, Bun. Here, take your carrot, you chunky bastard. Oh, you forgot you had that, huh? Not chunky? Yeah. Well, take care of your pets. Take care of the blessing that they are. Take care of the love in your life. But take care of yourself first, right? Let's find a way to fill that cup today. That cup of compassion and love for ourselves. Let's find a way to let go of the pain and struggle and just be it. And here's the thing, just letting go of it doesn't mean you won't be in it. Letting go of the struggle of the storm doesn't mean the rain stops. What it means is that you can stand strong against the darkness, knowing that the rain will stop. And that until it does, you're going to do the best you can to be the best caregiver that you can. You're a better person than most, Lady J. Lady J is absolutely amazing, and we appreciate that. Thank you for commending her, Sally. Do the right thing today by being a good parent, by allowing, as long as your child isn't being hurt or abused by this other human being, be honest with yourself. Don't allow your pain and anger for this other human being you created life with to distort their child's opinion of this person. They need a father, I don't even have a light on today, and it's still flashing. Is that working? It wasn't flashing for a minute. I don't know why it flashes like that. I don't Reiki. Anyway, he is the cutest little chunker, isn't he? Take your medicine today. Be appreciative. Find a way to have solace and hope in your heart despite the struggle. Define what medicine is for you. Musical medicine, possibly. Physical medicine, medication. A workout, hydration. Maybe a game plan to do a little bit of all the above. Maybe it's getting up and running. Maybe it's getting your ducks in a row so that you can go across the country doing the next right thing for everybody, for anybody else around you. That's my game plan. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to leave the world behind us for a little while, go see our brother in Georgia, go see our brother in Ohio, we're on our way, brother. Jaslyn, good morning. Sally, I'm so glad that you guys are in the same chat. Jaslyn, Sally is a mother figure without a doubt, and you guys are going to get along like peas and carrots. I almost guarantee it. I can't wait for the day that you and your flyboy husband can meet Sally and Rob and your aunt. I don't know. Have you ever even met your aunt Crystal? I don't even know, but I don't think so. But the day I'm looking forward to that day where we can all meet, we can all be family together in a beautiful way. And I'll be headed down soon, Sally. Like I said, Georgia, we got to get another car, get rid of this car. I know that you're in no rush, especially since I mean, you understand my situation. And you know that I'm doing the best I can to donate as much time to your situation as possible, and not to blow up Sally's situation again, but it's something I like to remark on because she's an embodiment of the next right thing. Us being able to go there and fix up her house with what she had available was an amazing blessing after that contractor took her for everything she had. And then she had nothing, and her son donated a couple $100 there, and I ended up, doing as much as I possibly could. And there's a lot more to still be done at Sally's house, and I hope to emulate what we've done here at Sally's in the next right thing, depending on whether it be your uncle, brother, cousin, um, whatever. Somebody out there in need, struggling like Sally, who's gotten ripped off from a contractor. Your uncle's roof's leaking. Well, we gotta stop that leak. Water will damage and destroy your home before you know it. I did. I just don't remember it when I lived in the trailer park. Okay. Well, one day we'll be able to all come together as adults. And Sally, you're absolutely going to love Jaslyn and Colton, her little fly boy there. I call him my little fly boy. He fixes helicopters for the Army. I don't know if he actually flies them or not, but he's my favorite fly boy. With that being said, give thanks to the military service members, Navy service members, these people that put their lives on the line and sign up to live their life with integrity and purpose through their actions. I commend Colton for being who he is, and I love this man. I love him because he takes care of my niece as family. I love him because he's a compassionate human being who roots his faith in a very strong and positive way. Despite that, it's not exactly the way that my spiritual path is. It doesn't matter. He's my brother in arms. And against the darkness, you may say. But yeah, Jaslyn, did you like the ice castle last night? What did you say? What do you say? Try to get myself hyped up here a little bit. It's time to get moving. Time to get rolling. Time to push forward and run into the storm. Today we're going to run into it. We're not going to care about getting wet or cold or whatever. The sunshine's waiting for us on the other side of the struggle that you're in right now. Whether that means calling a friend when you get off of this, whether that means not doom scrolling all day, or whether that means hydrating a little bit more. Get up and do something. Do something a little different than yesterday. That's it. That's all I'm asking. What did you do yesterday? Be 1% better than that today. Hydrate a little bit. You succeeded. Bam. Check that off the list and feel good about yourself and listen to some music. Bam. You know what I'm saying? And now you're taking care of yourself in multiple different ways. You're rewarding yourself with more medicine. Whatever your medicine is, man. Misled Utopia is out there on YouTube, very rarely, relatively unheard of, which blows my mind because they are the epitome of musical medicine. Out there with an open heart and an open soul, exposing the world to how they see it in a very beautiful way to help us all heal and grow. Do anything. Exclamation mark. What are you talking about, Sally? Did I say something about a lie? To do anything? Exclamation mark. And yes, Sally, I have spoke to Rob. I'm pretty versed with everything going on, Sally. We'll talk about that here later on. I know that maybe I'm not whatever, but we're family. You know what I'm saying? And Rob was able to open up to me, and I'm here for you, Sally. I'm here for everything going on, and I love you deeply, and I'm here for Rob too, and he knows how. I'm here for him, and we got a game plan so that he can feel a little bit more stable, and I can feel a little bit more settled with the struggle that's coming on ahead of us. But beyond blood, we are family. So we weather the burden together here. And I told you before what I told you before. I'm going to be here for this family that we're creating together, Sally, through your love and appreciation, through your amazing son who's brothered me, through my sister and her connection to this amazing human being and the amazing life that they made in Kaya. This beautiful little human being who comes before everything, because children are our duty. DYI, woo! Keep it up, ladies. Yay! Yes, sir. Mm. Get up and do something. Do anything. Yes, do anything. Get up and do anything. That's what Al would say. Get up and do something with yourself. He'd see me on the couch there. He'd be like, Scotty, you want to get rid of that sense of uselessness? Get up and do something with yourself. I'm like, I don't know. I'd be like, all right, well, we'll go dig a trench up the hill. Or you could work on the garden in the backyard. You could do these. He wouldn't even say nothing about doing the dishes. This slick son of a bitch like brainwashed me into doing dishes at his house because he would never say anything. And then he would start doing the dishes. I'm like, yeah, let me get that. He'd be like, nope, too late, Nathan. It's too late, Nathan, he'd say. I'm gonna get these done. You think about that next time, he'd say. You motherfucker. And I'd sit there like, fuck, I had to go out and work on the garden or something. Like, damn it, I can't just sit here and watch you do my dishes, you know. But he got me. And that's what a good father does, right, man? A good father doesn't force you into doing anything. He guides you into making the decision that's right. You know, I guess who did the dishes a lot more? Not every time, and I still felt bad here and there when he did them. You know, in this house that he paid for, that he allowed me to live in as a young man who had nothing else. You know, despite the fact that I mowed his lawn and tended to the garden, and we kept all the trails on up the hill on the res clear. Good job, Lady J. Always family, Sally says. Yes. And what is family? Ladies and gentlemen, what is family? What is family to you? I'll answer that question on my end. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. What family is? What is it? Just blood? Is it this? Is it this biological thing that binds us, or is it situational? Is it proof of love over time through action? You know, for me, I think it's a combination there of both. But true family shows through an action over time. Not always blood. Thank you, Sally. I appreciate you backing me up on that because you are my spiritual mother. You're my Aunt Sally, or whatever way you want to put it. Even though you're not, you know, you're not old enough to be technically that. You know, she's still a young pup like the rest of us. I love you, Sally. You know, you generate this aura that my grandmother had. Yeah, spending time with you really makes me feel like that young boy who spent time with his grandmother. The compassionate, soft way that you speak with open ferocity, you know, with passion and compassion, but in a true and honest, vigorous way, is an amazing thing, Sally. And you're a beautiful person who makes me feel connected to this amazing feminine light that shined in my childhood. What's up, Scott? It's Nate Dizzle, the Mike Thrizzle, the OG Tizzle, Nate Dizzle. Thank you. It's good to have you here, Nate Dizzle. It's going to be a great day, brother. Um, well, that's nice. Well, Sally, we love you, sweetheart. We love you deeply. And thank you there, sweetheart, for being you. Thank you, everybody out there, for being yourselves today, despite the struggle. If you're being tested, you know, what did you pray for? Think about that when next time that you get frustrated in a moment. What did I recently pray for? Did I pray for strength? Did I pray for forgiveness? Did I pray for an open-minded understanding of things? Because the dude that just cut you off because he's rushing to the hospital, or because his wife's whatever, or because this and that's going on with his kids and all this other stuff like that we don't understand or know, has affected us in a negative way, you know, and we can evaluate what we've asked for. We asked for compassion. Well, it's going to take a struggle to get there. To truly have compassion for somebody, we're going to have to slow ourselves down and take ourselves out of self, right? Just got the job today. Took a urine test. I start next Monday. Dizzle, what kind of job you got, brother? Thank you for the positive note this morning. What kind of job we got over here there, Dizzleton? Mr. McDizzle? The Mike Thrizzle, the OG Kizzle, Mr. Dizzle. We got the highway construction. Yeah, dude, highway construction's absolutely amazing. Dizzle. Let's virtual high five to my boy Dizzle out there. Let's send some little loves up on the side to give him a virtual hug for, you know, congratulating our Dizzle here for being the Mike Thrizzle of the OG Dizzles. Getting himself a construction job on the highway, man. That's awesome, brother. That's something you could lean into and build a life out of, right? Yeah, dude. Here's the thing, right? You've weathered the storm, right? You've come in here and you've been open and honest about your struggle. You know, you've been the buffalo. You've hit this struggle head on in a way that not a lot of human beings can, and I commend you for that, brother. You're a valued part of this community for sticking through the storm. You're an embodiment of being the buffalo, pushing through until things change, because they will change. This too shall pass, right? Good, bad, or indifferent. This too shall pass. Pray for my brother today. He has court. We all have a past now. It's time to do better and start now. In this moment, it's the only moment we can change. That's where all the pain comes from. Living in the past and the future, living in what was and what should be and what could be. This freaking flash twitching. Would that work better? It doesn't care. I think YouTube hates me. I think they're sabotaging me with these flashy. If you guys see the flashy, it drives me nuts. It wasn't doing that this morning. Um, let's through the struggle here. Let's see if this won't help. Well, it helped a little bit, I suppose. What the? With that being said, a nice little short one today. I think it's time to let go of today and move forward into tomorrow. It's time to weather the burden and understand the struggle is real for all our brothers and sisters out there. It's time to be thankful and grateful for this moment, despite the flashing that drives me absolutely insane. Despite the sabotage that I might think is being ensued by our big brother here, who's facilitating our communication. It's probably bullshit. I'm probably just mad, right? We assume these things. I know it affects the life. I know it. If I wouldn't want to watch that. But we're going to let it go and weather the storm. We're going to be on the road soon. We'll work on the car today, work on the heater today, and get ready for this conversation to come with this pastor and hopefully be able to make a change in someone's life, but accept that I might not be able to. Can't change the past, only learn from it to make the present and future better. Thank you. Good luck to you, brother Dizzle. Yes, good luck to brother Dizzle. Good luck to your brother Dizzle. Good luck to you in this moment of love and appreciation and respect. Let's send a little bit of the positive vibes his brother's way and hope that he makes the decision to make his life better. And know that Dizzle, if it all plays out in a way where he decides not to, not saying that it will, it's not on you. You do your best you can now for your brother while he's trying to do the best he can for himself. And if it doesn't play out in the best way it can for him because he makes that decision, that's his decision. But what you won't have to do is live in regret because you did everything you possibly could for this person you love. And it sounds like you're going above and beyond for him. And it sounds like he's going to take this love and run with it. Hopefully he could join us at some point. I would love to meet your brother there, Dizzle. And have a nice conversation with him to get a firm grasp of where he's at in his life. Love you, brother Craig. We're just about to cut off here today. Feeling a little worn, a little down. It's all good, though. It's positivity, hope, love, and respect today as we weather the burden. A little bit worn out. Feel free to go back and watch the live, brother. It'd be appreciated. Maybe your comments in there about how everything's going, but it's going to be all right. We're going to push forward, and we always do weather the burden together. The turtle herd here, right? We're growing slow and steady. We hit that 1900 and then dropped back a few days, but it's all good. We're just weaning out the herd for the people that truly want to be here and be part of the conversation. Don't forget about the free car giveaway. Check it out in my 10-minute live, how it works, how the free car giveaway, how it works. And nominate yourself or someone you love to get this free car, because we'll be giving it away here in about a month, maybe a month and a half to 2, depending on me getting stuff straightened around for me, because I'm not Mr. Beast. I'm just some everyday, average, normal guy out here trying to be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to all of my brothers and sisters. And I really believe that this car, despite what it is, can be a beautiful thing for somebody. Check out my car, the Galactic Avenger, in my playlist, and spread hope and love out there today. All the fun stuff on my channel is on my playlist. It's all in shorts, most of it. I mean, there's the coffee talk, which is really good, and some journal entries in my lives that are interesting. But maybe some feedback from the ones that love me today on some of these videos and how they're structured. Open and honest love, how they can be better compared to other, how we can spread this word better and what we could do better, possibly in some of my long forms or even some of my shorts. What's appealing to you, what'll keep you watching, what help, all that information will help me to grow this channel. What kind of things you want to see. I'm still figuring it out. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I'm doing all right, despite the fact that I don't know what I'm doing. Um, love the herd. We love you too, Sally. And with that being said, I'm going to take it easy on myself today. We're going to cut it out right about meow, spreading love and hope and appreciation. Share this live to someone you know who might be struggling. Share the 10-minute instructional video on how the car giveaway works to somebody in need. License and live in the continental U.S. so we can get you this car. And it's in someone's hands who's in need, who becomes part of the community. Hashtag Tree Farmer is doing amazing, being part of the community. He's at the top of the list as far as I'm concerned, because he's in here communicating with us. And then we have hashtag Team Mark, who's getting a lot of avocation on my videos through his who nominated him. And then we also have hashtag Adam, who's a great guy who's struggling with his family, came in and gave us a little bit in the description of what's going on with him, but hasn't joined us yet. And then hashtag Glue Huffer. He's a funny kid, 16-year-old kid who's just goofball and needs a little help up. Trying to be a better human being at 16 is a hard thing. So if we could help him out too, one of these people that are in the running, or like I said, it's anybody's game right now. It's anybody's opportunity to put this car in their hand if they really want to become part of this community and share this to someone who could use it. Share that. Don't share this. Share the 10-minute live that explains how the car giveaway works, so they could check it out in my playlist, The Galactic Avenger, and they can see if this car would work for them, because there's a lot of isms with it, but the engine runs solid and it's never going to die. It may have puttered out here on the way home, but it's just a blown turbine and a busted belt or whatever that little. Dude, it's weird. Whatever. With that being said, love your faces. Keep moving forward, doing the next right thing. Kentucky. What about Kentucky? That's Tree Farmer. Is that what you're talking about? Always show love, and ever there's some telling some. Yes, always show love, Crank. We appreciate you, brother. Always show love, even when there's anger. Sometimes telling someone it's okay, you gotta have a good day. Yeah, yeah, dude, brother. Fuck, hell yeah, with 110,000%. What about Kentucky? Tree Farmer. Yeah, that's Tree Farmer. He's our friend, and you can always change your hashtag who you're pushing for too. So, I mean, we'd love to get Mark in here, Sally. I know that you're advocating for Mark, him being, Tree Farmer being part of the conversation. Him in Kentucky and being a veteran and needing to get back and forth places. And not even just kind of coming in. He doesn't come in and beg or nothing. He just comes in and he's part of the community. And that's all we're asking from Mark is, to be part of the community. So, because the decision won't be mine. And right now, as far as I see it, the way that the community is leaning, the community wants Tree Farmer because of his open, honest communication and being a real part of this crew. I love. So here's the positive thing after that, Sally. I want to move forward and do a little bit more car giveaways. The idea is to get piece of crap cars for a couple $100 and then fix them up. We got a couple people that could work on cars with us, and then we could continue. We could possibly give everybody that we're talking about a free car, but over time, the Galactic Avenger's got to go do who the Galactic Avenger works best for. Now, Mark's behalf, if he's transitioning from one place to another, it's like a little house. So, you know what I'm saying? A tree farmer doesn't need to get back and forth to work, and he's struggling hard in the situation he's in, or get back and forth to the VA and his doctor's appointments and all this stuff. But we get to make that decision together. I know it's going to be a hard one, but it's going to be a good one. We're going to change someone's life, and then hopefully we can keep changing lives. Because if we could raise, the next $200 we raise is going to be through this thing that Crank's doing, doubling up all the donations. So, that 400 could be enough to buy us a car right there, just out of the next. We're already 100 there. We're 100 in. So another 100 raised through gifts here and through the channel is going to allow us to have $400. If you guys want, we could use that $400 to buy another car and work on it. We still have about $200 in the Next Right Thing fund that'll bring us to Sally's too, from all the donations to my Cash App. So, yeah. That's commendable. Well, we're doing our best, Lady Jane. You're a part of it. I commend you for being a part of it. I commend you for sharing. I commend you for exposing this information to the world. Because even though we can't give away a car right now where you're at, doesn't mean that in the future I can't come to Scotland and find a piece of shit car for cheap and fix it in Scotland and then give it to somebody, dude. I'm not a master mechanic or anything, but I'll make it run. I've made it run 1,000 times when I've had to. That would be, wouldn't that be part of an epic journey, right? An epic adventure to be able to go visit MD in the UK and fix a car in the UK and give it to somebody in need. There's people in need all around the world, right? We don't have to, doesn't have, this one has to be a continental US because shipping it outside of freaking continental US would be kind of ridiculous for what it is, I think, unless somebody's, got someone who's willing to facilitate that, pay for the Galactic Avenger to get shipped. Like, I, and the community makes that decision. That's the community's decision, right? Anyhow, we'll catch you again tomorrow in a more energetic, positive way, and rest a little bit today, get the things done around the house. Spread hope and love today, and I'll see you guys again soon. Wish me luck with getting ready for the journey to come so that we can hit the road and do the next right thing as soon as possible. So, with that being said, I'm off like a herd of turtles. Slow and steady, we weather the burden together, my friends. Keep that in mind as you embrace the storm surrounding you today, so that you can become stronger, knowing that the other side is there and that we're with you weathering the burden as you travel through the storm. You are not alone. You're never alone. No matter how broken and lost you feel, you're never alone. My heart's with you. So keep that in mind as you go out there and love your brothers and sisters today. I'll be chatting with you guys later. Love your faces. Awfully herd of turtles.